me, man, I love the game. I love the hustle, man. Be feeling like one of the ball playing, you know, Bird or Magic or something. Yeah, you know, when the brick door, I don't believe. What if I leave? The fans still gonna love me, man.
Which means we outside. And we're not only gonna be taking one car out, we're gonna be taking two of them. And don't think I don't see all the comments of you guys begging me to race the two. I know I gotta make it happen. I just don't know who I could trust driving the other car in a race. That is a challenge of its own. And look at all these cool Hot Wheels cars we got. So this is the new and old Z. That's actually not for me. That's for my friend Christina. Here we got a GT500, that's for me. And then we got the Challenger Y-body right here. And then we got the green Y-body. And then here is another Z. So these are for my friend Christina. Shout out to Pete for getting me all this. He's a big Hot Wheels collector. And well, he has over 50,000 Hot Wheels, and he just happened to gift these for me, so thank you, Pete. And my paint protection film also came in the mail. Big shout out to Vinyl Frog for sending this out to me. I'm supposed to be getting this installed very, very soon. I went to MC Whips and got an appointment with them, so that is gonna happen very, very soon. I'm obviously gonna do the unboxing of that in that video, and I'm gonna talk to you guys about why Vinyl Frog offers some really, really good quality PPF. So now we're gonna start these. This is on E85, so it always struggles to start during winter. So let's see if it's gonna start. Yeah! Oh my God, it did not start. Let's do that again. Come on, yup, yeah! All right, let's do this. So now we're gonna hand him over the keys. Can I trust you? Are you sure? Do you have your driver's license?
I might.
You might! Anyways, so he doesn't even have it. No, I'm just kidding. He does have a driver's license. I have one too. I'm gonna hop in the back. He's gonna be in the GT500, and we're just gonna go out and enjoy the car. As much as I love this car, this is still my favorite car. Look at how beautiful she is. Like I said, I love the Corvette, but something about that GT500, and that's what this video is all about. I'm gonna tell you guys why I like one car over the other, pros and cons of both cars. I'm gonna go really deep into all that information because a lot of you guys always ask me, which one do I like? So today I'm gonna explain myself. So we got the car side by side and we're here to do a little comparison, starting out with this. So this is my C8 Z06, which I recently purchased. I've had it for just a little over a month, and before this thing was built, which I don't know if you've been keeping up with my videos, this thing is nowhere near stock as of right now, but at some point it was a 6.2 liter supercharged V8 with a 1.7 liter supercharger, a super tiny supercharger, which has been the downfall of the C7s. The supercharger is so small, you can barely hear the whine, and also it heat soaks. It is horrible after 2 pulls, and that's being generous. Usually after 1 pull, the car loses like 50 horsepower. After a second pull, you lose 100 horsepower. Literally, it heat soaks and the car starts to run slow. And good thing my car doesn't have that, because I did tell you guys that this thing is not stock at all. So under the hood, we still have a 6.2 liter motor, except it's built with way stronger components than factory. And while we no longer have the stock supercharger, that is all gone. Instead, we have this Pro charger. That's what really helps make the power, but that's not why you guys clicked clicked on this video. You guys clicked on this video to know the difference between these two cars. So let's start with the first con of the Corvette, which is modifying it. So if you want to modify this car and make it as fast as this car, you will need 4 times the money. So if you want to make 1,000 horsepower out of this car, you will need either a fuel system, a booster pump. The booster pump is the cheaper way to go, but I have a fuel system. I decided to invest about $3,000 in a fuel system, and that's what I have. And then you will need an upper pulley and a few other bolt-ons, and you can make 1,000 horsepower just like that. If you want to make 1,000 horsepower out of this, you will need either a Pro Charger, a Magnuson, cam, headers, full exhaust. You will need so many things. You will have to literally go out and get another job just to afford paying for the modifications. And that's just literally the small end of it. Like if you want to build your motor, that's another 20 grand. If you want to do this and that, and there's just such a long list of modifications that you have to do to make 1,000 horsepower. Now, a lot of you guys out there are gonna say, why can't you use the stock supercharger to make power? It's definitely been done before, but you will definitely heat soak. The 1.7 is too small, and a lot of people with the 1.7 heat soak. And then obviously there's a few ways around that. You could spray methanol, you could have an ice box, but again, you gotta spend more money. So if you wanna go with that route, you gotta spend more money. If you wanna go with this route, you gotta spend more money. Either way, you will need to spend a lot more money to make the C7 fast as the GT500. And I understand that this comes with a lot more power from factory than this. This comes with 760 horsepower. That comes with 650 horsepower. Also, the supercharger this thing has is a 265, so it's a liter bigger than this. That helps a lot with the GT500. So having a bigger supercharger definitely helps. So next is the ride quality, starting with the Corvette. So this thing rides really, really rough. I mean, it literally feels like a sports car, where the GT500 kind of gives you the option whether you want to ride rough or you want to ride comfortable, because it has the magnetic ride suspension. So you could literally put it in track mode and it will feel like a track car, and then you could put it in comfort mode and it'll pretty much feel like a regular street car, where this doesn't give you the option. And I actually hate the fact that you're pretty much riding rough at all times. So I know I've been beating up on the Corvette all video long, but now let's address this car's biggest con, and that is its weight. It literally weighs as much as a yacht. It weighs 4,100 pounds, and that is way too heavy for a sports car. No matter how fast you make it, that weight still slows you down, where the Corvette actually weighs 3,500 pounds. So that is a very huge pro for the Corvette over the GT500. And the biggest con for me is that if I gain any more weight, I will no longer be able to fit in my own car. That's sad. But I should probably hit the gym. Anyways, let's get more serious here, okay? I love that this is very driver focused. So everything is all about the driver. That is literally my favorite part about this car. But I would much rather take the GT500 for long rides. So if I have to drive any longer than 30 minutes, I would much rather take this, because you got these super comfy seats, you got a lot more room, and you also got back seats if you have kids. Another thing is the transmission. So this thing has an 8-speed automatic, and this thing has a 7-speed dual clutch. Obviously, the dual clutch is a lot better than this, but this car came out 3 years before this car. No, actually 5. This is a 17, but the C7s were introduced in 2015. So we can't really blame Chevy for coming out with an 8-speed at the time. They really didn't have the technology that they did. This came out in 2020. So I guess that is really not much of a con for the Z06, just because it came out 5 years before this. And what are you doing up there? Chilling. Jump, I'll catch you. Hey, you're gonna sue me after this video. And I feel like this video is gonna come off very wrong, as if I'm trying to down talk the Corvette and uplift the GT500, but that's not what I'm trying to do. This car does have a lot more flaws than this car. I do love the GT500, but I also love this. I appreciate all of this car's flaws. I mean, that's why I bought it. It's kind of like having a girlfriend that you really love, and she has a lot of flaws, but you still love her. That's how I feel about the Z06. But now let's move on to more flaws. So the next flaw is, if you want to do anything to this car, like maybe you want to change this headlight, you have to remove the entire front bumper. If you want to get to the fuel system or the fuel tanks of this car, you have to drop the transmission. So yeah, you really can't do anything to this car without disassembling it. I hate that. Also, the last thing I'm gonna say about this car, because I feel like I'm hating on this car at this point, is the build quality is garbage. Literally garbage. Literally garbage. I said it way too many times, but yeah, it's not good. It's an awesome car, like I said. It's just there's a lot of little things that go wrong with this car. Like my alternator almost went out. Well, not almost went out. It pretty much started to send too much voltage to the battery, or I don't know what it was doing, but I had to change my alternator for no reason. So things like that come up with this, where this is just like, Ford did a good job. That's all I can say. But as cool as this car is, it will never sound anything like this, which takes us to the next point. Let's turn it on for you guys. Come on. What the heck is going on? Oh, all right. I don't know why it did that. Woo! It sounds so good. I love the GT500, but that car will never sound like the Corvette. I've literally owned this car for a little over a month, and I've yet to actually enjoy it and do an actual pull. I've only done little baby pulls, but not an actual pull, just because we had to figure out a few things with this car, and now we actually got to get it retuned. And look at how beautiful Michigan is. This is the part of Michigan people don't tend to show you. These beautiful roads. Michigan is not all about potholes. I know 70% of Michigan does have potholes, but there's another 30% that has really, really beautiful roads. So it's the next day, and we're gonna be taking the Jeep out for a little ride. So I got a call from Nick from MC Whips, and he pretty much told me that there's a C8 Z06 at the shop right now. So behind this door, we have the brand new C8, and look who we got here. How you doing, Martini?
Good, how are you?
How you feel about the C8 before I show them the car? Beautiful.
You can tell it's wider than the regular Stingray for sure.
It is
way
wider.
more aggressive.
It is. They added a lot of different things to make it look a lot more aggressive. And I'm looking at it right now, and it looks really, really good in person. Check this thing out. Oh my God. It's in this beautiful red. It's super wide, super aggressive. Just look at that front end. It looks a heck of a lot wider than a regular C8. I mean, you could literally see it in the fenders. And then you got this huge front lip. Wow, this thing is insane. And I really, really like these wheels. I know a lot of people like the carbon wheels. Those are like $13,000, but I like these a lot more. I like more spokes, and it just looks more sophisticated. And honestly, it just looks really good with this look. You got the carbon ceramic brakes, and man, this thing is nicer than I thought. It looks better in person than in pictures, for sure, right?
Yeah, I think so. Well, look at that spoiler.
Yeah, the spoiler here is crazy. Look at that, in carbon flash, and then the rear end is just wow, wow, wow. Look how aggressive this diffuser is. And then you got the tips in the middle. Wow. It looks so good. Like, is it worth $160,000? Now, I don't know. I'll leave that up to you guys, but it looks really, really good. And then even here, it looks a lot wider. Like, just look at that. It looks a lot wider than a regular C8. Let's see the interior. So the interior is pretty much the same thing. You got red interior, red stitching, flat bottom steering wheel. It's pretty much exactly the same as a regular C8. You still have all those buttons right there. I don't think they changed anything besides they put Z06 right there. So that's that. And yeah, man, I really, really like it. You guys are probably all gonna ask, am I considering getting one? Absolutely not. I do not think they are worth $160,000. Now, some people may get them for $130,000, $140,000. I still think that's way too much. I just don't see myself paying that much for an American car, unless it's a Viper ACR, then that's a whole different question. So we just stole the keys to the Z06, and they look exactly like the regular C8 keys, but who cares? This thing sounds a heck of a lot better, so let's give it a quick start. he's gonna move it. But it literally sounds like a Ferrari. If you want to get you a cheaper Ferrari, look no further than a C8 Z06. So he's gonna move it. See if it gets any louder when he moves it. Let me ask him a quick question actually. Open the door real quick. He just tinted it so he can't put the windows down. Hey, could you like get the exhaust louder from like the settings? Okay, so you opened the valves. All right. So he opened them. Now you could hear it a lot more. All right, let's hear it. Oh my God. Look at that rear end. Wow. It looks so good. It's also a convertible. So as you can see, you can't really see the engine because it's a convertible. Wow. It is a really pretty car. I'm kind of obsessed. Still not enough to go and, you know, pay $130 for it, but it looks good and we could just appreciate it. Wow. Such a good looking car. And look at this. What is this?
That's the competitor for the Z06.
This is the competitor? How much does this thing weigh? Like 10 pounds?
Yeah, 10 pounds, 10,000 horsepower.
What is it actually, honestly?
I have no idea. It's an electric car.
You're just here to like tint it? So that's in here. Can you turn this on? Or oh, actually, we won't be able to hear it. It's electric. So let's get in here and see if we fit. And here's the steering wheel. All the buttons are here. So if you want to change signal, that's here. If you want to go this way, the horn is right here. I think these are the keys. I don't want to turn it on. You got that screen right here. You got the second seat, and then you got this. It's kind of cool. And then you got the little mirrors right here. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, I've never seen a car this small. I think it's actually smaller than the smart car. He's turning it on again. Let's hear it again. Ooh! She sounds so good. Oh my God. I'm obsessed, guys. Oh my God, it sounds so loud. Wow. You got the red brakes too. Look at these. Wow, this thing is so crazy. So it's actually in here to get full PPF, tints. I think it's also here to get ceramic coated. Like this thing is brand spanking new. Hey, how many miles does it have?
Barely any.
177. So it's like brand new and it's already tinted.
Yeah, just tinted it.
Good stuff, my boy. Almost punched you in the face. So now we're gonna say bye to the C8 and give the keys back to Martin. There you go, Martin. Take care of it.
Thank you, sir.
For its owner, because I'm not the owner.
I'm the owner now.
You're the owner now. Anyways, with that being said, guys, we're gonna end. I was just about to end the video, my boy. What, did you just wake up?
No.
Bro, I had to come see the C8, bro. It's so beautiful. It's almost as beautiful as you are.
No, it's way better looking.
You think it's better looking than you? What do you think of it? Give your honest opinion.
They did this car right, but it's expensive. But they did it right.
It's expensive, but it's beautiful. Like, you can't take that away from the car.
The curves and everything are on point, but it's expensive.
How much did this guy pay for it?
Paid a hefty ticket. Like,
At over 150?
yeah.
What? Over 150? That's insane. And he didn't even get the carbon wheels. He didn't get anything carbon. It's still, I mean, yeah, taxes is a lot. So look, this is all in carbon flash, and then the wing, you could get those all in carbon fiber along with this, the diffuser, and then you could get the wheels in carbon. He didn't even get that, and he still paid 150. Yes, he did get a badass car, but 150, that's insane, man. But if you got it, you got it. Isn't that true, bro? Like, it's their money, and if you got it like that, then you got it like that. You gotta pay to play.
I mean, look at this guy, bro. He sounds real rich coming from you.
No, I'm just saying, I just personally wouldn't pay that much for an American car unless it's an ACR or a ZR1.
Yeah, but like then again, how much is the ZR1 gonna be then, bro? 250?
ZR1s are like 200. But anyways, look.
I mean, these go up to 180 though.
There's a guy that paid 200 for one of these.
MSRP?
That was like with, no, like dealer markup.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing, dealer markup.
Like,
How much is the ZR1 gonna be, bro?
A
Dude,
ZR1 you can get one for 200. Oh, like a ZR1 and a C8?
ZR, like where's that price point gonna be, bro?
Yeah, exactly. So if this is already 150, 160, imagine a ZR1. It's gonna compete
250, bro.
with like the Ferraris of the world, realistically.
I don't know what it's gonna be doing.
See, look, this is just too much money talk for me. I'm gonna take my broke ass home. I love you guys. Leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think of that C8, and I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.